At one point in your Destiny life, you have spent tens of minutes, maybe even hours, scrolling through social media, trying to find the best build to complete a Grandmaster Nightfall, one of the hardest challenges you will face in the entire game. Don't lie, you've all done it. Now, a couple of months ago, I tackled this exact same problem. Anyway, I looked up a couple of builds and found results like Solar Warlock, Strand Titan, and even Arc Hunter. Mactics. But I wondered, what was the best endgame PvP build in Destiny 2? To find this out, I tested 13 different builds and decided to rank each build on a scale for multiple attributes. Number 1, time. Technically, any build can beat a Grandmaster with the correct amount of technique and carefulness. If I can beat a Grandmaster in 15 minutes on one build, but if it takes an hour on another, I would say that the first one is probably better than the latter. At least, I hope so. I'll be rating builds in this category out of 10. Attribute number 2, survivability. How many ways do I have to survive an encounter? Whether it be an armor mod or a healing rift, what boosts my chances of survival the best? Obviously, Void Hunter and Solar Warlock will probably take the crown here, with Void Hunter having invisibility and Solar Warlock having a portable pad of indestructibility. I'll be rating in this category out of 10. Number 3, fun. Some of you brainless zombies may not realize it, but the point of video games is to have fun. I know it's hard to accept, but while you guys are grinding for that spicy Vorpal weapon 4th times the charm Adept Warden's Law, I'm going to be enjoying the game. I'll be rating in this category out of 10. Attribute number 4, team assist. How does my build help other players? It's as simple as that. Rated out of 7. Finally, the 2 fundamental things needed for every Grandmaster, ad clear and champion dealing. I'll be rating both of these out of 6 for a total of 12 points if you get maximum score. With the ranking system out of the way, let's get into this competition. Quick disclaimer, there are many builds that are great that would take up too much time, so for the sake of the video, I have shortened it. You're welcome. Be thankful. First build, Dawn Chorus Solar Warlock with Polaris Lance as the exotic weapon of choice. Abilities, Healing Rift, Incinerator Snack, Healing Grenade. Super, Daybreak. Aspects, Heat Rises, Acrostash. Fragments, Ashes, Eruption, Solace, and Blistering. If you want to nuke enemies from the other side of the map, this is the build for you. Not only will enemies be spontaneously combusting at all times, but you will be doing this with hobgoblin range and accuracy. Need I say more? Okay. Baroque and Super, Ad Clear, Unstop and Barrier Stun ability, Stun knocking bosses, good DPS. And that's just for a primary weapon. Time, 8 out of 10. Survivability, 8 out of 10. Fun, 5.5 out of 8. Explosions go brr. Team assist, 2 out of 7. Champions, 6 out of 7. Ad clear, 4 out of 6. Total, 33.5. Build number 2. Sythoceps Strand Titan with Quicksilver Storm as the exotic weapon of choice. Abilities, Rally Barricade, Frenzied Blade, Grapple. Super, Blade Fury. Aspects, Into the Fray, Banner of War. Fragments, Warding, Transmutation, Fury, Generation. Somehow, this build makes even more explosions than Dawn Chorus. Unfortunately, it sacrifices range. But this is every Titan's dream. It's perfect. Punch equals mass death. Time, 9 out of 10. Survivability, 7.5 out of 10. Fun, 7 out of 8. You have to be trying to not have fun with Strand, especially with Grapple. Team assist, 2 out of 7. Champions, 4 out of 7. Ad clear, 5.5 out of 6. Overall, 35 points. Build number 3. Lucky Pants Solar Hunter with Malfeasance as the exotic weapon of choice. This build cooks against champions. It may only be able to stun unstoppables, but it defeats a barrier before it can put its shield up and literally out-damages Overload's champ built-in healing. Just look at this. Pretty crazy, huh? Time, 8 out of 10. Survivability, 7 out of 10. Fun, 6 out of 8. It's so fun to see the champion's health combust in 2 seconds. Team assist, 2 out of 7. Champions, 7 out of 7. Ad clear, 2 out of 6. Overall, 32 points. Build number 4, Assassin's Cowl Arc Hunter. Assassin's Cowl grants a heal and invisibility on powered melee final blows. Pair that with infinite melee, and now you're as strong as a 10 million volt thunderbolt. Your opponent has now been disintegrated, you win. Time, 8 out of 10. Survivability, 7 out of 10. Fun, 6 out of 10. For some reason, this build is just so satisfying. Team assist, 2 out of 7. Champions, 5 out of 7. Ad clear, 5 out of 6. And I'm taking away 2 points because it's so hard to get the chain going, especially in Grandmaster level content. Overall, 31 points. Build number 5, Celestial Nighthawk Solar Hunter with Sunshot as the exotic weapon of choice. Celestial Nighthawk turns your Golden Gun Super into a glass cannon, one-shotting everything but bosses. Yes, even champions. And it even gives back half of your super on kill. This is my main go-to build for everything PvE. Time, 8 out of 10. Survivability, 6 out of 10. Fun, 6 out of 8. You also would be satisfied if you one-shotted a champion. Team assist, 2 out of 7. Champions, 7 out of 7. Ad clear, 5 out of 6. And overall, 34 points. Build number 6, Phoenix Protocol Solar Warlock. You will usually find one of these warlocks passing out free invincibility to their teammates in the average Grandmaster Fire team. Phoenix gives enough super energy to basically spam them every encounter, making GMs a breeze. Time, 7 out of 10. Survivability, 10 out of 10. If somebody managed to die with this, I swear to God. Fun, 4 out of 8. Team assist, 7 out of 7. Again, this makes Grandmasters a breeze. Champions, 4 out of 7. Ad clear, 3 out of 6. Total, 35 points. Build number 7, Swarmer's Strand Warlock. This build is without a doubt the king of threadlings. This monstrosity can pump out 10 threadlings a second. And I'm not kidding. There are countless ways to spawn threadlings with this build. Time, 6 out of 10. Survivability, 7 out of 10. Fun, 6 out of 8. Spawning an army of threadlings and then becoming like Thanos from Avengers Endgame is a ton of fun, and you should definitely try it sometime. Team assist, 3 out of 7. Champions, also 3 out of 7. Ad clear, 5.5 out of 6. This is so crazy for the minimal amount of effort you need to do. Overall, 30.5 points. Build number 8, Omnioculus Void Hunter. This build is one of the go-to Void Hunter builds in Destiny 2. Not only does it give you and your teammates infinite invisibility, but it buffs you when doing so. This build gives you so much invis that you can just jump into an encounter without even thinking about it, knowing that you'll end up fine on the other side. That's just how crazy this build is. Time, 6 out of 10. Survivability, 9 out of 10. Fun, 5 out of 8. Team assist, 5 out of 7. Champions, 2 out of 7. Ad clear, 5 out of 6. Total, 32 points. Build number 9, Orpheus Rig Void Hunter. Another Hunter Void build that often gets paired with Omnioculus as the best options for Grandmasters. This is the super every 5 seconds build that gives you incredible crowd control and just makes GMs a breeze. Time, 7 out of 10. Survivability, 8 out of 10. Fun, 5 out of 8. The tether is just very satisfying. Team assist, 4 out of 7. Champions, 3 out of 7. Ad clear, 5.5 out of 6. Total, 32.5 points. Build number 10, Osmiomancy Gloves Stasis Warlock. Similar to the Orpheus Rig Void Hunter, this build excels in areas like crowd control, infinitely freezing bosses and champions, and so much more. At this day and age, Osmiomancy Gloves just feels like the only option for Stasis Warlock if you're looking to dip your toes into endgame content. Time, 6.5 out of 10. Survivability, 8 out of 10. Fun, 5 out of 8. Team Assist 3 out of 7. Champions 6 out of 7. Ad Clear 5 out of 6. Overall 33.5 points. Final build, aka Pyrogale Gauntlets Solar Titan. This build I recently made a video on and I wanted to see how well it would fare in a GM. This build makes use of Consecration to pump out great ad clear while also having Burning Maul, both affected by Pyrogale Gauntlets, to also boost the overall champion dealing and boss DPS aspects of this build. Time 6 out of 10. Survivability 6.5 out of 10. Fun 4 out of 7. Team Assist 2 out of 7. Champions 5 out of 7. And Ad Clear 5 out of 6. Total 28.5. Wow, this build actually really flopped on this. Don't bring this build into a GM, guys. And with that, all of the builds have been calculated and determined whether it's good or not. Now here are the final results to see which build is the absolute best and which build will come out on top. First up, in last place we have Pyrogale Gauntlets Solar Titan with 28.5 points. In second to last place, we have the Swarmer's Strand Warlock with 30.5 points. In third to last place, we have the Assassin's Cowl Arc Hunter with 31 points. In fifth place, we have a tie between Omnioculus and Lucky Pants with 32 points. In fourth place, we have Orpheus Rig Void Hunter with 33 points. Now we have the podium. In third place, with 33.5 points, we have Dawn Chorus Solar Warlock and Osmiomancy Gloves Stasis Warlock. In second place, with 34 points, we have a tie between Phoenix Protocol Solar Warlock and Celestial Nighthawk Solar Hunter. And finally, number 1. This build persevered in every single way imaginable. In my opinion, this build did better than every other build on this list, and for that reason, I had to give it the number 1 spot. So which build takes the cake? Well, you guessed it, the one, the only, Sythoceps Strand Titan. This build may be hard to use when you start, but it can clear GMs in around 10 minutes if you are good at it. So with that, we have decided the best build to bring to a GM at all times. I would recommend using Celestial Nighthawk with Phoenix Protocol, Osmiomancy Gloves, Dawn Chorus, and Sythoceps Strand Titan. But other than that, I would like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in another video.